Future Democracy. Discourse 2. The Grand System. Part 2. Prime Movers, Regulation and Control. The prime movers of the grand system, receiving inputs from the components of the grand system, will, with required regulation and control, deliver the better world. The grand system prime movers are betterment cells and arbitrator cells. A layer above betterment cell is called arbitrator cell.
The betterment cells will comprise of individuals selected by the local, regional and national level governmental bodies. The four criteria for selection of individuals to the betterment cell will be: A. Some individuals selected on the basis of their work or efforts in the field of societal betterment. B. Some individuals selected on the basis of their knowledge in economics. C. Some individuals selected on the basis of their knowledge of current state of affairs of the society and outcomes of various systems. D. Some individuals selected from beyond geographical borders for their progressive outlook. The local to national level governmental bodies may decide on the composition of individuals from these categories or may add some more categories. For the 20% betterment cells concerning the state authority, it should include individuals who had held positions in the operation of the governments. These individuals can be past ministers, governors, chief ministers, cabinet ministers, presidents, and prime ministers also. The members of the arbitrator cell can be retired or current judges, corporate dignitaries, lawyers, current or retired bureaucrats, or some other as decided by the state authorities. Regulation and controls. Regulation defines the process in which the system will operate, and controls define checks and balances with timelines. The grand system will address the needs and concerns of the society as decided by the state authorities. The state authorities. The state authority to publish an yearly calendar for the concerns, demands, or need of the society it chooses to address. The list may mention 10 to 12 items, with the first less critical and the last more critical, to allow individuals more time to think for more critical matters. The individuals to forward new systems to the betterment cell, with the first issue becoming due after 60 days and the rest every 30 days later. The betterment cell and the local, regional and national governmental bodies to mutually decide on this frequency. In case the number of individuals submitting the new system is very high, Betterment Commission to select manageable numbers and retain those submissions. The Betterment Cell to publish these submissions on the facilitator website. Betterment Commission to give a further period of 30 days for the individuals whose submissions are not selected to post their submissions for a fee on facilitator website.
These individuals must have studied the published submissions and should present a summary of what is different, novel, or unique in their submission from all the submissions submitted.
The industry, that is, organizations, corporates, business houses, to award the systems on facilitator website who, in their opinion, will lead to greater societal benefit. This CSR activity of industries will become a major aspect of industry's involvement for societal betterment at local, regional, national, and global level. The individuals whose submissions are retained by the Betterment Commission can tie up with any of the individuals who have posted their submissions on facilitator website. Such individuals can resubmit their submissions with additional inputs from tied up individual. The Betterment Commission is free to consider posted submissions on facilitator website. The overall dynamics will bring forward systems having greater societal betterment. The Betterment Cell must have free access to the information like statistics, past data available with the local to national governments. Without delay, such information to be forwarded to the Betterment Cell. Working of Betterment Cell. Each member of the Betterment Cell will rate all the systems on pre-decided parameters like A. System approach to solution. B. Amount of betterment expected. C. Positive impact on other systems. D. Negative impact on other systems. Betterment Cell may add some more parameters if deemed necessary. These ratings of each member to be made public on facilitator website. An open house will be conducted wherein each member will present detailed explanation for the logics for the ratings. This event will be videographed and the video will be uploaded on the facilitator website. The Betterment Cell then to take the final decision through the following steps. 1. List out aspects to be addressed. 2. Assign weightages to these aspects. 3. Rate each submission on these aspects. 4. Arrive at group score for each submission. 5. Discuss and reach consensus. 6. Make final selection. Voting may be resorted wherever consensus not possible. The Betterment Cell may select one particular system or may select portions from more than one and formulate the final system. Important to note that Betterment Cell not to formulate any part or portion of the draft on its own. The Betterment Cell to complete this process in a period of 30, 60 and 90 days after receipt of all suggestions from local, regional and national level respectively. The Betterment Cell to forward the final draft to the concerned government, national, regional or local, with a copy
to the concerned ministry, as the case may be. The ministry, if required, can forward its additions or deletions to the proposed final draft to the concerned government. The local, regional, and national governments to take either of the three decisions in a period of 30, 60, and 90 days respectively from receipt of the final draft from betterment cell. The options are: A. To accept in toto the system as forwarded by the betterment cell. B. To recommend additions or deletions. C. To veto the system. In case the government body fails to take any decision within 30, 60, and 90 days for local, regional, and national level, the system will be said to have been accepted in toto. In case A, that is, to accept in toto the system as forwarded by the betterment cell, the government to formulate suitable legislation to implement the system in a period of 15, 30, 45 days for local, regional, and national level. In case B, to recommend additions or deletions, the government to forward its own recommended additions or deletions with explanation to the arbitrator in a period of 15, 30, and 45 days for local, regional, and national level. The arbitrator to study the additions or deletions and call for a joint meeting of the arbitrator, betterment cell, and state authority in the next 30 days. First, the state authority to explain the arguments for the additions or deletions recommended by it. Then, the betterment cell will give their replies to the arguments put forward by the state authority. The arbitrators to deliberate among themselves and vote for accepting or rejecting any or all additions or deletions. The arbitrator to pronounce the decision which is binding on the state authority. The arbitrator to finish this exercise in a period of 15, 30, and 45 days for local, regional, and national level respectively. The government then to suitably pass the legislation for implementation of the system in a period of 15, 30, and 45 days for local, regional, and national level respectively. In both the instances, that is, to accept in toto or to recommend additions or deletions, the government has the prerogative to implement the system in a phased manner. In such a case, the government to inform the judiciary, district, state, or supreme for local, state, and national level for a phased implementation, and the judiciary to prescribe the time limit to complete the implementation. In case C, to veto the system, the government can put the proposed draft in abeyance. The government may do so for reasons best known to it. The governmental bodies can veto on a maximum of 20% of the system modifications or new systems forwarded by betterment cell in a period of 1 year. The governments to reduce the veto limit to 10% from 20% over a 3-year period and aim to achieve 100% implementation to value the efforts of all involved. The facilitator website will have global data of betterment cells, the system presentations by individuals, and the final selected draft with the name of individuals. The state authorities will upload their experiences of system modifications. This pool of information will give broader options to the state authorities and motivate state authorities to implement new systems. The state authorities will forward rewards to the facilitator, who will pass it to concerned individuals across nations. Facilitator website, state authorities' proactiveness and adherence to timelines from 15 to 90 days will lead to better world in 3 phases.